You're gonna hear my baby in the background. Sorry about that. If you don't like that, then you can just exit out the video. But hi, welcome to Aachlie Star TV, and I am Ashley, and we're gonna be doing a reaction today on some toxic people that's in some TikTokers' lives. So yeah, let's get to it. Also, how y'all guys doing today? I hope y'all having a good day. Let's keep all the negativity to ourselves. Okay, let's get to it.
So, my husband's aunt passed away, and I'm so glad we did not buy tickets to go home for this funeral. Yeah, story time. So, my husband, in my opinion, was robbed of a relationship with his biological father's side of the family. And it was...
I want to pause right here. I did fast forward the TikToks a little bit because they are a little long. And yeah, okay.
To both parents, I feel like it was both parents' fault that he did not have a relationship with him. My husband has some cousins that he's double kin to. So it's his first cousins on their mom's side, first cousins on their dad's side, because it was two brothers and two sisters dating. However, my husband's parents were not in a relationship. I guess they just got pregnant with him. My husband is his biological father's only child. Only child. So, yeah. So, his aunt that passed away, I met one time. It was like in 2006, 7 or something. We went home to my husband's, one of his grandparents. I don't know if it was the male, I don't know if it's the female. We went home for the funeral. And my husband introduced me to this aunt. And I guess she was like the celebrity of the family. And so she was very like passive when he was trying to introduce us. Like you could tell she did not want to be bothered. And so she was like, oh yeah, okay. And proceeded to go have a conversation with the nieces and nephews that she had a relationship with. So I was like, okay, cool. So later on at night, the small town we from, it's only like one good restaurant, and it's Applebee's. So when something is going on, whether it's prom, whatever, everybody gonna meet at Applebee's. So because I was in town, I got with my girl, like, hey, I'm in town, y'all wanna go to Applebee's for the night and drink or whatever and catch up. So it was, I want to say it was about between 8 and 10 of us. So because we had such a big party, there's this particular section you had to sit in, right? So there was this other party sitting next to us that were older women, but I really didn't pay attention to them. I know they were a bigger party or whatever. They were sitting next to us, whatever we could do. So as the night goes on, the waitress that they had assigned, they assigned for the whole section. So they had our table, our group, and they had their group. So it was my husband's aunt and her entourage. So I guess she had some friends that came from out of town for her parents' funeral. She had like some sororities. She had entourage, I had entourage, but I didn't realize it was her, like sitting next to us. So because the waitress was overwhelmed, of course some of the orders got messed up. Now, my sister was working at Applebee's, so she had already called the manager and told the manager, hey, my sister's gonna be there with some friends or whatever. So the girl had messed up some of the orders. So of course, people from my table sent their orders back and was like, hey, you messed up the orders or whatever. The manager ends up coming out, and I told the manager, hey, I'm Mo's sister, or whatever. And he was like, okay,
part two.
get your orders right. So the manager ended up leaving, and somebody from their table, like the tables next to us, walked over to our table and follow for the second part. Okay, part 2 story time of my husband's aunt passing away, and I'm so glad we didn't buy tickets to go home for the funeral. So, now mind you, I'm in my early 20s. I want to say I had to be like 23, 24 possibly, 23 or 24. And so the manager leave, and we look around, and somebody from that table is standing at our table. So I look, and she's looking directly at me, and she was like, oh, are you, calls my husband's name and say wife. And I said, I am, because it didn't register to me who she was. Like, I briefly saw her at the funeral, and I saw a lot of people at the funeral, so I'm like, I am, like, why? And she proceeds to start going off on us, talking about, first of all, she was like, you're a married woman, why would you be out in this restaurant acting like that? Y'all are acting loud and uncivilized, and started going off. So I'm like, who do you think you're talking to? Like, who? Like, I didn't curse at her, but who do you think you're talking to? And before I could say anything else, my damn best friend just started spazzing on her. Like, cuz she's going off, because how dare you? Like, how dare you walk over to our table and we're acting uncivilized because we're not sitting there with our arms folded and crisscross applesauce. We're in a restaurant. It's loud in the restaurant because the restaurant is packed. It's the only restaurant, and it's on a Saturday night. So of course everybody's there, like, drinking and hanging out. So why did you think that it was okay to come over to our table? So I was like, I don't care who you are, like, you're not finna disrespect me. I'm wrong like you're wrong. So we go back and forth for a little bit, and she go back to her table and sit down. And I guess they just over there roasted us. Like, the older black women are over there at the table roasting the younger black women. Like, I get that they are our elders, but it's a right and wrong way to do everything. If you thought we were loud and unruly and being unreasonable, you could have came over there, correct. But for you to single-handedly, first of all, call me out, and then talking about I'm married and I should be doing this and I should be doing that. Like, girl, bye. Who you think you're talking to? So we finished our night. I think they ended up leaving before us or something. So we finished our night, and we going about our business, because I ain't even thinking about her. I ain't never got to see you no more in my life. I don't care, but what you're not gonna do is be rude and disrespectful. So I ended up, I don't know what else we did tonight or whatever, but I don't remember going like directly to the hotel. So when I got to, I ended up having to pick my husband up. Okay, like, follow for part 3. Okay, part 3, and it's the final part. So I ended up getting him, I think I had to beat my husband up. So I beat him up, and he get in the car, and he's like, what happened to Applebee's? And I'm like, what you mean what happened to Applebee's? And he was telling me, like, his aunt came in, and she was upset, and, like, okay, y'all know how after funerals, like, if you a whole bunch of people around, and they be at the house and all that. So I picked him up from his grandparents' house. And of course, everybody is there. And they come from a big family. So, you know, the house was packed. So she thought that it was okay to go in and pretty much chastise him for how I acted at Applebee's. And told him he needed to talk to me because I got my people mixed up. Girl, you got your people mixed up. So I was like, no, she just thought she was going to come and be crazy and she was not going to get a response. Like, no, you're not going to talk to me crazy because one thing I know for sure, and can't nobody never tell me no differently, is that my mama raised me right. And because my mama raised me right, you didn't get your ass cussed out in Applebee's in front of all your friends. So you better be grateful for that or whatever. So I told him, you know what? It is what it is. I don't gotta see that lady or whatever. But it's really crazy that she came in the house full of people coming at you like that or whatever. But you know, when you don't have boundaries and you think you can say and do what you want to do, that's what people do. That's what people do. So I don't even think I've never seen the lady since. Ever in my life seen the lady since. So she just died Saturday. She died Saturday. And I asked my husband, I was like, hey, do you want to go home to the funeral or whatever? And he was pretty much like, no, I wasn't planning on it because I don't really have a connection with her. Like, I don't got no connection with none of them. And I was like, oh, okay. I was just making sure because, you know, I'm the one who planned out everything. I was just making sure. Hoping and praying. He was saying, no, because why would we spend all this money going home for this funeral? And I don't even know that, whatever. Fast forward to last night. My husband finds out. Apparently, because, you know, we don't know if this no now or not. Apparently, she planned her whole funeral, and you know she put in the obituary who she wanted to do what, and yeah, so apparently all of the nephews are pallbearers, and names on the obituary with my husband. Yeah, so all the nieces, the flower girls, and all the nephews are pallbearers with my husband. Remember I told y'all?
Excuse me. That's very toxic. Like,
so, yeah,
come on now. You know you're dying and you still disconnect these people out your life? Come on now. God said forgive. Oh, okay. That was crazy.
Well, here we go again. See this car right here? It's a 2020 Chevy Equinox. Yeah, I did it again. And I co-signed for that car for my daughter, my middle daughter, Crystal Leanne. Oh, Mom, I'm not going to miss no payments. I'm going to pay everything on time. Yeah, and I'm not going to get no speeding tickets. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. Well, guess what? Yeah, within the first 3 months, she got a speeding ticket. Yeah, because it's the bank of Mom. Yeah, she paid when she wanted to. Didn't pay if she didn't want to. Then I kept telling her, Kristen, get this car out of my name.
Bank of Mom.
See my Jeep? That's mine. It's paid. It's paid. It's good. My license is good. You think my child could do something like that? Nah, they want to abuse the bank of Mom. So Chris thought I was going to play games with her. She thought I was just going to let her go on willy-nilly, paying, not paying. Fucking who cares, right? Well, then she gets arrested. Yeah, February 29th, she was arrested. Driving while license revoked. Expired tags and registration. Now, y'all remember where I said I co-signed for that car. So my name's on that car. So she's out riding around, no license, expired tags, registration, smoking weed and drinking. Now, y'all think hard on this one because it's going to be a difficult question. What happens? She hurts somebody in that car with no license. What happens? Who are they coming for? You got it. Me. So, you know what I did? That's right. I took the motherfucking car. Do I feel bad about it? Hell to the fucking no. Not one bit. Put your big girl pants on. Figure out your fucking life. You got 3 kids and you ain't got none of them. 3 different people got all 3 of your children. What the fuck is wrong with you? And but now, listen to her tell the story. Of course, it's my fault. Every problem this child has got is going to be my fault, of course, because I took her car. Okay, yeah, that's how it works in life, right? No. Grow the fuck up. Tough love is all I can tell you. I've done all I can do. I'm tired of helping ungrateful kids. I'm tired of doing bullshit. I'm not going to do it anymore. I'm done. Parents of grown-ups, tell me what you think. And for those of you enabling fucking parents, don't come for me. Don't come for me. Because y'all are part of the problem. You enable these kids and they just sit around and want a handout. I'm not giving them more damn handouts. You want something to work for it. I had to work for mine. Everybody else can work for it.
No. Okay, I can't say one thing about my mom. She got me my first car. She's like, well, I got my first car since we was in an accident. But I got my first car. My mom helped me get my second car. Like, my mom has really like helped me do a lot of stuff, but I would never do that to my mama. And you can hear him beating the maraca in the background. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if y'all got some toxic people in y'all life.